With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Fields. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. It's Nick. Hey, Ken. Right.
Now it's Fields. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Ravens in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They find some open field here. He's to the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. Third down here. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left on.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, Austin to boot it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Hey, Alf, it's hot.
Mitchell. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Once more with Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. In our stat pack every week, there's 2 columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered 2 last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy
The guy who forced the fumble is going to get major kudos for knocking the ball free, but it doesn't really matter if you don't have the FR guy coming in, swooping in, and getting the ball. That means he's around the football, able to make a play.
Now Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not? Press right. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Past the 20. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And finally, he goes out of bounds just 10 yards shy of the end zone. A spectacular return. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll run with Mitchell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start
under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Madubuike, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hamler now on the return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Yep.
A shotgun snap, Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Fields. Flushed out right. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 31 yards. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Powers by. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Again, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have opened the lead up to 30. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. Look at the big man rumble. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 71 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch. And normally, he's a sure-handed target.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's across midfield, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty...
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Now Fields.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields. That is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Easy. Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Back to throw, Fields.
Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Jackson now.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 6.
Hey, back. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for